The highlight of the week, sponsored by Dave Franek Auto. Looking for that first car for your son or daughter? Don't panic. See Dave Franek.
We go to the Abbey in Andover for the third annual Beatty Cup, and it's Kittatinny that scores first. Watch Kevin Nissel with a terrific shot and goal, and the Cougars go up 1-0 over Newton. Now watch Newton on the attack. It's Brett Conrad's to Kenny Brucia who fires in the goal, and we are tied at 1 apiece here in the first quarter of this Pooley Division clash. And it stays that way. Watch Kyle Morell of Newton make the big save here to rob Eric Paluzzo, and we are still tied as Morell was awesome all game. But Kittatinny keeps the possession, and watch Garrett Armstrong post up the defender, and the big guy scores, and Kittatinny goes up 2-1. Newton, however, ties it up here at 2. After one quarter, watch Brett Conrad's work his way in, and he scores for the Braves. All right, second quarter action, and we are tied at 3, but that changes here as it's Garrett Armstrong again with the post-up move as the ball trickles in as Kittatinny goes up 4-3. That lead doesn't last for long as Kenny Brucia scores the third of his 4 goals on the day for the Braves, and we are tied again, 4-4. What a great game. Kevin Nissel then would add another goal for Kittatinny before Ian Dyksher of Newton would tie it up here for the Braves at 5 apiece. And Newton would take a 7-5 lead at the half, but Sean McGuire taking in all by himself as he scores for the Braves as they have a 2-goal lead. All right, third quarter we go, and Kittatinny's a man up, and the Cougars work the ball to Pat Scott, and he does the rest as he scores, and Kittatinny trails 7-6. And the Cougars tie it up here. Watch Eric Paluzzo with the nice dodge and the shot, and we have our 6th tie of the game, 7-7. All right, Newton is a man up, and the Braves are on the run. Watch Kevin Lyons find Mike Pearson on the doorstep, and he scores, and Newton goes back up 8-7. But in this seesaw battle, it continues here. Watch Greg Peel find Kevin Nissel, and he scores as the ball rolls over the line, and we are tied at 8 after 3 quarters of play. Okay, fourth quarter we go, and Kittatinny has to put his reserve goalie, Mark Noello, in after a penalty to the starter, Jake Drellick, and watch him make 2 sparkling saves for the Cougars. What a job by Noello to keep this game tied. Oh, boy. Okay, there's just over a minute left in regulation. We're still tied, and it's Kevin Nissel of Kittatinny with the ball. Watch the senior make the move, and he scores as Kittatinny goes on to post a wild 9-8 victory over the Braves to win the Beatty Cup for the 2nd time in the last 3 years.
We have this motto, it's called ripping and tearing, and that's all we do. We just go down, we score, we play defense. We just play our hearts out there.
We've been waiting for this opportunity for 365 days. Last year we got gypped out of a win at our home field, which really hurt. And to come out here today and beat them at their own field in front of all these people is just phenomenal.
We did a lot of good things today. When Jacob got a penalty, Mark went in the goal. Kevin Nissel just scoring goals and moving the ball. Their whole defense and offense is playing as well as possible.
It's unbelievable. You know, that was a classic lacrosse game. Both teams played really well. No controversy involved. Good, solid play. Kevin Nissel, the best player in the Pooley division, did what he did best at the end. Their goalie, incredible morale the entire game, stopped us several times. It was unbelievable, but it was April 23rd, 2011, 367 days ago that they took that trophy away from us, and these kids wanted it back, and they wanted it back bad, and it happened.
This game was tied at 8 with about a minute to go, and Kevin Nissel scored the game winner for the Cougars.
I see goal all over it. That's what it is every time, and that's what we expect from Kevin. That's what he does.
Dylan had the ball in the corner, and I was supposed to go over to get the ball, and if that didn't work, he was supposed to dump it to Nick West. And he dumped it. It was a great dump, perfect placement, and luckily it went out on them, so we got the ball, and I took it, and I knew we had a minute and 3 seconds left. So I tried once, didn't happen, tried a second time, didn't happen, then I knew I had to go and make it work.
Kevin Nissel's having a great senior season. He just reached the 100-goal mark.
It was a great milestone. I couldn't have done it without any of my teammates, but I really don't care about that too much, but we're having a great season.
Key part of this game in the fourth quarter, Kittatinny keeper Jake Drellick was whistled for a penalty, and Mark Noella came in and made 2 huge saves.
You know what, Norwell, he's in practice all the time. He tries his hardest, and you know what, he stepped up to the plate, and he did his part, just like we expected him to do.
Definitely would have been different if Mark wasn't in there. I mean, he's gotten so much better since last year. I mean, when he got in there, I knew I had the confidence in him that if he had to make a save, he would, and he did.
Mark, every game, every practice, he gets shot on by these guys, 30, 40 shots every game, on the practice field, and he's not afraid. He doesn't get rattled too easy, and they were huge. They were absolutely huge. And, you got to just say kids have been sitting on the bench for 47 minutes, and all we ask them to do is come in, make 2 great saves, and then walk off the field so Jay can go back in.
In the losing effort, Kyle Morrell was named the MVP for Newton. He did a great job in goal.
Well, it's nice. I mean, it kind of, like you said, it kind of sucks what happened at the end. I mean, it's just kind of a simple play from the back of the net. I mean, our defender did everything he could. He just got a shot around him, but it's kind of how it goes sometimes.
But you made some outstanding saves today, keeping Newton in the game. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was feeling pretty good in warm-ups. And in the beginning, they were keeping their Kittatinny's offense to outside shots, which, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make the save on. So, I mean, it's helpful when they do that. They were able to get a couple on the crease and put a few in, but the defense played pretty well, I thought.